Hey guys, again, Blue Tarpil just did a video about a new addition to the Blue Tarpil Wildlife, and as I was walking out to do take the last of the Red Rock Bluff off, I wanted to go ahead and do another real quick video. Had a problem last week, maybe 10 days ago. So I was coming out into the orchard, or on the edge of the orchard, and I happened to look out through, and I found similar to this. Now, if you look at this cage, now that's a apricot tree. If you look at this cage, it is mangled and busted, twisted and turned, and a lot of the other cages, you can see this one here, how it's been separated, and it's my chestnut trees there. And you come over here and you find this. So friends, what that is, that's a piece of a chicken egg. So I had an abundance of eggs that were just had a little bit too much scat on them and droppings and whatever, and I came in, and you can see at the base of that tree, you look real close, you can see where the eggshells are and stuff. So I came out here and dumped several dozen of eggs, just a few around each tree. There's another cage, it's all messed up. And what had happened within, 24, 48 hours, I came up and I thought, oh no! I thought all my cages were destroyed. I looked out across the orchard, and I mean, it was not a pretty sight. And I mean to tell you right now, I was sick. I was totally sick, because I thought, oh my gosh, the deer come in and, ate my fruit trees up. Fortunately, not a single fruit tree was harmed, but what had happened is when I put those eggshells in, a couple of them busted, and we got a bear that came in, beat down probably 75% of my cages to get to the eggs, and that's why that eggshell I just showed you, and there's several more around. Yeah, here's another one right here. See, he came in to get the eggs out of the area where I had them at the fruit trees, and he was cracking the eggs and eating all the stuff in them and just throwing the shells down. I haven't had him back. I do have him on a game camera. Whenever I get a chance, I'll upload it. Oh, here's another shell right there. And just kind of want to share that with you. If you live in bear country, and okay, hold on. Let me stop for a second. Now, if you look here, there's a busted shell, and then there's still an egg that's intact. That will sooner or later rot out. The purpose of putting the eggshells down is to, as they decompose, they'll put the nutrients of the egg around the fruit tree, and excellent nutrition for them. And you repurpose what the chickens are giving me. And so it seemed like a good idea, but I'm just going to tell you from experience, if you live in bear country, which we do, we get bear on camera this time of year for 5-6 years straight. So if you live in bear country, be very careful putting eggshells around anything that you plan to keep, because I have found out the hard way that they like those eggs. I never even crossed my mind that I would have a bear problem with those eggs. But that is something I won't be doing anymore. I can promise you that. Again, he didn't destroy a single tree. Never broke a branch, nothing. But he did get those eggs. So use caution if you're putting eggshells out around your plants and your trees in bear country. And this is one of my cherry trees, and I'm starting to see it right there. That's going to be a cherry. Yeah, we got several of them on there. This is just a year and a half. Oh, looky there. See it? Oh, looky there. How wonderful is that? God is good. God is good. So, a lot of new growth coming on there. This is a Tartarian sweet cherry. Oh, look, another eggshell. That freaking door right there, right beside it, so you can see. I mean, we're 10, 15 feet away from any tree, and there's one eggshell right there. And then another remnants of a white egg right there. Oh my gosh. This is one of the newer trees I got. I didn't even untag it yet. Black Tartarian. So I think I'll get it labeled in there. It does look like something's getting onto the leaves, but we don't spray anything up here. We just try to find out. So at any rate, another cage all mangled. I was able to get the cages all turned back around to the best that I could do without replacing the cages, which is probably not something I want to do. Being how a roll of that wire costs like $110 right now. Last year I think it was like 69 bucks. Now it's 110. And I know that because I'm building more stone wall cages like you see out there to hold all that rock. We're going to do that type of fence around the garden to try to keep the wildlife off the vegetable plants and stuff. And I think I might restake these wires, take them off and try to redo them at one point, but right now they're not hurting the trees and they're keeping the deer off of them. So, you know, it works. At any rate, Blue Tarpil Wildlife. I love it. They love the property. But it's not always easy. I will say while I'm up here, I've showed this area multiple times, but I finally got it to a point to where it's ready for some clay and what have you. But that's the other pond that is man-made. We did a dam on this backside back many years ago, and I've come in and scraped that hill down. This afternoon I'm going to come in and find out where the water level is going to be, and we're going to use those blocks to put into this area here somewhere, and we're going to raise that up, and that'll be the pier post, I guess you could say, out of concrete. We'll seal that all up and then build a dock off of there back to level ground again. And this is Orchard Trail, running down through here, and the path will come around and go out to the main driveway, and then we'll park right in here and then walk right over here to the dock. So kind of hard to see, but over in behind the truck there's a massive pile of dirt. For the last 2-3 days I've been hauling dirt out of here. Anticipated about 150 tons of dirt and rock that I pulled out of this section to widen this pond out. Took out 3 bigger trees. As a matter of fact, I got there's so much going on. So out of the trees that we dropped, they were chestnut oak. Okay. And pretty much the same thing as a regular white oak. It's in the white oak family. And we had an abundance of them up here. And we had to drop because of the root system being within the pond extension. I gotta drop those. So what I did is I have hand peeled all the main posts. The tarp blew off of them, but it's all peeled down nice and smooth. And these are about 13, 14 feet long. I will come in with roof tar and seal up the end, about 3 feet of it. And then they will be positioned, 2 of them at that end of the garden, 2 at that end. And as I build that stone wall around all the berries and the veggies, this will be the main post where the gates will mount up so we can drive through there. So those are air drying right now. Give them another week maybe, and then they'll be ready to tar and set. And then after they air dry for a little bit longer while they're standing vertically, and I put a top piece on them to come across to tie the 2 in together, then I'll come in and I'll seal them with a some type of wood sealer, and that'll seal all that wood up, and they'll be there probably longer than I'll be here, so pretty cool. That's even some of these have a little bit of a crook to them, but that'll look beautiful when they're up. So at any rate, I could sit here for an hour going across things I'm doing. Lastly, I'm about ready to unload those red rock block. I kept on talking about that today. It is the last haul block that I made today. I've been hauling since October. And we have the concrete graveyard. So that is already rock block. So much of it. There's probably close to a couple hundred pieces here, all the way down off the bank. And this block, it's in a cobblestone face. So I will take this block and then we will build the wall around that section of the drive area. And just on the other side of that dirt, as you can see the foundation back in there. This will retain all that driveway, and then that's where our parking will be, and it comes up at that one end, 13.5 feet. So the block is on site at this point. Now it's just a matter of getting a concrete pour on the foundation so I can move forward with installing this stuff. And this is one of this season's projects as well. So at any rate, again, you all know I could talk about the mountain all day long. Other than that, thank you for watching. God bless, and hope you learned something about the bear and the eggs. I know I did, and I don't want to go through that again. Like I said, whenever I get a chance, I'll upload a picture of the bear hanging out. We've got him on several cameras between me and the neighbors, and pretty cool. Love the wildlife. God bless. Thanks for watching.